Yeah, I've had quite a few games rained off in Sydney actually. Yeah, well, it's one of those unfortunate things. Obviously, not as much on this game as a World Cup semi-final. We're still in the middle of the regular season, so another point in the bag, I guess, seeing the positives. And we've got 3 games. We would have had 3 games in 4 days, so an extra day of rest actually might not be the worst thing. But yeah, obviously disappointed for the people that have come along to watch us today, and shame we can't get our second game at the new ground. Yeah, a little bit. There's obviously a long way to go in the season, but we started outstandingly. I think the mentality feels a lot like it did in 2020. There's that sort of like healthy arrogance and just trusting our skills, and a really good atmosphere around the group, which has been really nice. I obviously know a lot of the girls from back then playing with them, and they're a really good team and a really good club to play for, so just feels like a really good atmosphere to have, and we're all enjoying each other's company as well as our cricket. Yeah, it is, and I think Annika as well coming in at the back end. We haven't seen too much of her yet, but I think when she has had an opportunity, she's struck the ball really nicely, and to see how she's improved, obviously not playing for the team for a couple of years has been really nice, and Talia as well, seeing how she's progressed her game and moved it forward, and are starting to really win games of cricket for the club, which is awesome. You don't want to rely on your overseas or your big Aussie stars to do all the heavy lifting, so it's really nice that those girls are performing well, and yeah, they're really nice girls as well. They work really hard at their game, and just desperate to do well, so it's nice to see them doing that. Yeah, good. She's pretty relaxed as a coach actually. I think franchise cricket suits her really well. When I said I'd take on the captaincy, she said she'd do all the meetings on the golf course, which has been quite nice. I'm someone that's quite relaxed as well, doesn't like too much meetings, and like players to be really clear, but to keep it really fun and really a flexible environment, and players get what they need out of it. So yeah, I've enjoyed working with her again. She has the odd joke and is a pretty funny lady. So yeah, it's nice to link up with her again, obviously after a couple of years at England. Yeah, really important. I think it's really important in all teams you play in. You play cricket to have fun, and the teams that I've played in that have been successful, they've really enjoyed each other's company, and obviously winning helps. It helps to foster that and helps to build that confidence and sort of the sense of enjoyment in the team. But I think it was a hallmark in 2020 of us as a group. We enjoyed it. We played aggressive cricket, but also like stuck to our strengths and kept things really clear, and knew what our strategy was, I guess, as a group, and knew how the best way to win games of cricket was, and it feels very much like it did in 2020. But yeah, having fun is something that I certainly think is really important as a cricketer, so try and install that in any team that I'm captain of. Yeah, a bit of surprise. I thought she was actually going to come back, but yeah, obviously bit of sadness really. Like, I've obviously played a huge amount of cricket against Meg. I was a youngster in the England team when she made her ODI debut, smashed a ton at the Wacker. I remember that very clearly. And yeah, we've had some really amazing battles over the years. She's a super tough competitor. A lot of respect for what she's done in terms of her captaincy stuff and her leadership. And as a batter, she's just, when she was in full flow, she was just impossible to stop. I remember a couple of times wherever we bowled, it seemed to fly to the boundaries. So she was someone that, when she was on, was just so tricky. And her figures, I looked at them this morning, are pretty unbelievable. She carried on playing, she'd break every record, I think. So yeah, obviously she's had a remarkable career, but it feels like obviously the right decision for Meg at this time. Yeah, a little bit. She was obviously super strong in certain areas, like a cut shot. We had 3 points at one point, and she's found a way to thread it through, so that was quite frustrating. She was tricky to bowl at. And you knew you're facing someone that was super competitive. She had that sort of steely look in her eyes quite often. Run chases, she was almost impossible to stop if she didn't get her out early, and she's got an amazing record obviously in ODI chases. So yeah, she's a legend of the Aussie game, and I've enjoyed my battles with her over the years. Oh, she's certainly a very talented cricketer. Again, seeing how she's moved her game forward from playing against her in the English summer from the Ashes, I think she's moved her game forward again. She looks a more impressive player than she did then. And again, she's someone that's really hard to set fields to, and when she gets going, and yeah, she just has that enjoyment of batting and love of batting. But yeah, she's 21 and she's enjoying her cricket and she's going well, so hopefully that continues.